everyone. Now we're on to part 2 of shadows. What's lurking in the shadows? And we're moving right along with air and water signs. Now we're going to start with air. Okay. I will timestamp in the description box for you. All right. We're just going to pull from the Halloween Oracle a couple cards. Same with the Wisdom of the House of the Night deck. And then final from Shapeshifters. We'll just see what's there for you. All right. Alright, just needed to get a good shuffle on that. Moving forward, check your sun, your moon, and your rising signs, okay? Alright, Gemini, sun, moon, rising. What do you have for Gemini, Spirit? Please and thank you. Alright, you actually have 3. Okay, I'm taking it. Let's see, from the Wisdom of the House of the Night deck, let's get 2, please. All right, I am seeing 3 cats. Okay, so cats might be significant for you at this time. First one out, you have the black cat. Fortune meets opportunity, sense of luck and protection here. Know that good luck and fortune will be meeting you promptly. Also know that your luck will be even luckier if you are prepared to take advantage of every special opportunity that comes your way, okay? Then you have the witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Where are you? There you are. All right. This means that you can weave your own change through your life, and that magic indeed is afoot. You must understand that you have power and it's real. It may also indicate that others may be threatened by your developing personal power, and that they may not appreciate or like the changes in you as you grow. Be prepared for this, and do not be discouraged. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted instead. Then you have, where am I going to put it? Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. Let me get in there. Come on now. There you go. Let's get to the summation of this. All right, here we go. And it indicates a curiosity to know what is ahead, but it's important to balance that with the now. After all, we have the tools to change our future should we choose. The sweet synergy of Barmbrack, all the ingredients, including the objects, are more complete and powerful together than they are individually. Should encourage you to seek your own sweet spot. Okay, so you already have the tools to make these changes and meet these opportunities when they show up, okay? Just know there's nothing to fear with that. That may be your shadow, the uncertainty of things and wanting to know everything, right? I sympathize. I think this is kind of true for all air signs in general, or anyone with highly aspected air signs in their chart. We always want to know what we're about to step into because we just don't want to get stuck in the mud, right? I get that. All right. Number 36, differences. All right. Now, this is just all about agreeing to disagree, right? Pretty much. So whatever options you have, just know that it's not going to be the same for everybody. You have your own unique path, and they have their own unique path. So it may not involve people that you're already currently with or dealing with, right? This card asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone, and they may not always agree with you. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings, have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. Now, this could be also on the flip. Maybe somebody has not been seeing your side at all and been judging you, right? You know, this could also just indicate this is the new opportunity, clearing that energy out for something else where it is a little more agreeable and understandable and diplomatic, right? So this could also be a message from Spirit indicating that maybe more diplomacy needs to be learned or evaluated or reassessed in some way, shape, or form. Okay? I'm seeing that as well. That could be the new opportunity, a chance for diplomacy, right? You have card number 4, playful. 4s are significant here. Another protective number. Love it, love it, love it. Life is not always so serious. Maybe lightening up will help be more diplomatic, right? This symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. No matter what you are seeking about or asking about, this is the time to have a sense of humor, okay? Smile and go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously. It is time to lighten up and be playful. Know that when this symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start. Love it. So maybe this new opportunity is going to make itself obvious by being fun and playful. All right? And it may involve cats or having something to do with cats or someone named Cat. I'm seeing 3 of them. Maybe it's a trio. 3's Company kind of thing. Ooh, 3's Company. All right. You're familiar with that show? All right. Let's get final guidance from the shapeshifters, please. Nice. Nice and quick. You have Artemis of the Forest, number 32. Now you are independent and free. All right. So you can make these choices. All right. Now, this could indicate, too, that you're coming from a situation that was playful and group-oriented, right? And needed to go more independent. But this could also just indicate that you still need to remain sovereign throughout this, okay? It is time for you to go back to the basics for a time, to test yourself against nature's demands, to go without the luxuries and the support you believe you need to survive. You're about to discover you can take care of yourself and yet remain as true as the hound, as gentle and alert as the deer, and as wild and free as Artemis herself. You must take up the silver arrows and silver bow of the huntress. Keep them clean and sharp, waste nothing. Know know all your resources, right? Like maybe take stock of that. And watch to know what to do next. Your senses, wiles, and knowledge of the forest will keep you alive at this time. You might address the very fundamental things of your life. Look at who or what provides them, and take steps to cultivate those relationships. Water, food, shelter, healing. You will become the huntress for a time, and this is an empowering, liberating thing. Once this is done, you shall be protected and cared for by the perfect protector and provider, who is inspired and delighted by your independence and strength. Okay? That may also be an indication of what comes in as well. All right, there you go. Have a good one. All right, moving on to the next air sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what's in the shadows. We'll pull 2 from the Halloween Oracle and then 2 from the next, and we'll go from there. Okay. Let's get the next one. Okay. Okay. All right. This could mean a lot of things. All right. So the first one that popped up is Apple, risk and rewards. It's just about evaluating whether or not something's worthy of your energy and your time, or if it's not going to pay back, right? Like it's a bad investment, right? Then you have graveyard, unnecessary fear. So maybe it's not something to totally worry about, right? Like maybe it's really worrying about that risk rather than the reward, right? You're just kind of being hopeful. All right, we'll see where this goes. All right. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos from ancient times to modern. The story of the poison apple in Snow White, to the Roman goddess Pomona's magical apple tree, to the Christians' tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want to change? Do you want to change, but aren't willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much or too often? Okay. Graveyard. Know that you fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps and that you will act upon them. So maybe you're coming to a crossroads about a decision, but you're needing to sort of pay more attention to your intuition and your discernment, right? So that you don't fear the risk, essentially, okay? Now, the next card that came out is card number 18, Forbidden. Let's stick that. We'll do that, all right? This typically talks about being protected, like rejection is protection, okay? So just know that whatever is too risky, that's not a good vibe, is going to get rejected anyway. So you go in a different direction, right? Okay. You're about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. Not all doorways are meant to be open. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. Right now, this opportunity coming forward is not a good idea. So that's good to know. It probably is too much of a risk, okay? Although you may feel pain when someone rejects you, this is one of the ways of protecting you, okay? This is another symbol to move on and choose another path. And what comes out next is number 5, the High Priestess of Fire, just sort of like the Queen of Wands in this deck, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And that may give you a heads up on what's risky, okay? Now, this could also be the new path where you need to kind of follow more creativity and passion, right? She reminds you of your own ability to create your own reality and to choose how you channel your energy, okay? So, decide where your energy is going to go, what's risky, what's not, okay? She gives you inspiration and joy. She will release you from the trap of boredom. Fire brings warmth and light, but it also burns if it's allowed to get out of control. So don't be too impulsive, right? Just make sure you think things through a little bit, okay? Spend your energy creatively, not impulsively, and guard yourself against burning out. So take regular rests if you need to for this new path, okay? Use your fire wisely and let your light shine brightly. Now, this could also be an energy around you. Maybe they're too impulsive. That might clue you in as what's risky, right? Maybe somebody that overworks themselves to death, right? Do too much. All right. Let's pull final advice from the shapeshifters. Thank you. All right. Could be new path. Let's see. Orca Magic, number 43. The Akashic libraries are open. And I'm feeling guided to read the whole thing in the event it pings for you. Okay. Where is that? Might take a bit. Might take some time. This is taking some time. All right, here we go. Orcas are the brilliant physical living reservoirs of Earth and galactic history. They are the carriers of wizards on their backs, according to Norse myth, meaning they carry the great sage lines of transformation and transmutation, and can pass this lore along. They hold this history in the patterns of their ancient songs. One day we will translate the songs and understand our own pastimes. Their bodies, those huge resonating cavities, store the history of the planet herself. They travel the world's oceans, singing, clearing, and awakening the energy grid again and again, preserving, reviving, renewing, ancestral lines that need to be in place for this planet to be whole and well, now and in the future. For many people on the planet, the ancestors are the whales themselves. We came and evolved from the sea. Her health and the health of her creatures are vital to everything here on this blue and green planet. By reenacting the worship and reverence for the orca, knowing the whale is the hunter rather than the hunted, we will reclaim our birthrights, the star people will return, and the world will have a blend of the indigenous and the galactic that will have peace and harmony forevermore. Earth is currently undergoing a vast initiation. Some have called this an ascension, although what is truly it is has nothing to do with high or low, but with an integration of more dimensions, fully awakening your DNA and charging your auric field to a more powerful capacity. Healing, materializing into new forms, and creating will be greatly enhanced at this time. From the perspective of whales, I love this. This is cute. Okay. I am observing you from afar, and this crossing point is approaching. We whales hold all the knowledge of the star people from time eternal, and as we begin to flourish, you will allow the gateways to open and the star being within your own soul to flourish. This entire planet's health, well-being, stability, and structure depends on us, the whales. You have begun the healing process, but it is we who must next be respected, honored, and allowed to live, for your life depends on our freedom and flourishing too. There may be something about whales that might be a huge sign of synchronicity for you at this time, okay? Although technically an orca is actually, a dolphin or cousin to a dolphin. Yes. So, but still, all right, massive, right? Black and white may be significant too at this time. I'm seeing that as well. The whales are a key to unlocking the mysteries of the past history of the planet, including the times of Lemuria and Atlantis, and of the off-planet origins of some life on this planet. When this card comes to you, you are being given a strong message that you are the keeper of galactic mysteries, and you have a strong star person connection. Star people are connected to the growing need to connect to the galactic web, which we are a vital part of. In order to receive their message, you must allow yourself to hear their song and learn more of the ancient times. When this card appears, it is time to take yourself outside and gaze up into the night sky. The first constellation or star system you see might indicate where you need to go as well. Learn about the constellations you can view from your home. Tune in to the worlds beyond this world and ask that they connect with you in healthy ways. Listen to whale songs so they can heal any physical ailments you may have. Simply listening to a recording of their song can be healing for you at this time. Whales can also assist with intergalactic travel without physically leaving the planet. Seal and repair any wounds or tears in your energy field. That may be an issue, a hint. And return to you the parts of your soul that you may be unaware are even missing. I just thought too, the next general I do is going to involve the Lemuria deck. So you might want to follow your sun, any of the placements mentioned there. But I'm really picking up on Uranus energy and North Node energy here. So you may want to check that out as well when that gets dropped, okay? There you go, Libra. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what's lurking in the shadows for you. I'll pull a couple from the Halloween Oracle and then a couple from the next deck. And then we'll go from there. Okay. All right. I'm definitely seeing some like fragmented energy stemming from some sort of ending, and maybe yeah, okay, well, let's get into it. We have death. The eternal cycle begins here. This card simply means that something is falling away or will do so you can begin strongly afresh. There is a great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, which is not, the message is stronger still. And you should actively celebrate this new beginning, okay? Ghost, regret, perhaps it's an end of regrets. Or maybe something that you had regretted or was regretful of you or something, right? Let's see here. All right. This may indicate that you have some regrets to let go of. That could be the death as well, all right? Holding grudges or regrets is burdensome work, and it weighs us down eventually. By taking actions to free ourselves of these old burdens, we clear the way for more rightful and wise action for the future. We can begin to live again fully if we let go of what was and step into new possibilities. It is said that the spirits that cannot let go of this world have a reason for this. Sometimes it's to warn the living, to guide them, but generally it is because they haven't finished their business here on the plane of the living. They have regrets that they wish to resolve. Okay. This card also talks of ancestors. Okay. As well as just angry, low vibrational energies in general, like curses and stuff, okay? So that may be significant to you at this time. The next card that came out is card number 15, Fragment, okay? I'm actually just going to go ahead and read the whole thing. I know this was a little layered. Sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Family, friends, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. So perhaps there's some regrets about a few things, right? They're all maybe interconnected somehow. My child, you are always whole. Even if at times things feel separate and fragmented, that is only an illusion. This symbol reminds you that all moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're thinking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Also remember to take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You may be looking at only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the bigger picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. And I'm also saying just being fragmented, like spread apart, right? Like in just scattered energy. And maybe you need to kind of do this to bring back and call your energy back, right? Number 13, summon. Could also just be summoning the courage to forgive and let go, right? Even if it's forgiving and letting go for yourself, right? When you choose this card as a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. How do you communicate with your powers? Now is the time to pray, to meditate, to acknowledge the sacred in every experience. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon the universe. Even me, says Goddess Nyx. You are inquiring about something important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. All right. You know, it indicates to choose another card, so let's go do that. Spirit. Move it forward. Next step. Yep, courage. Here you go. Number 42, confidence. See if there's anything besides the obvious here. Confidence and courage to live forever. All right. The time is now. This time is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through life's challenges and receive gifts. You have everything you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high, and the next step towards your goal will be confidence. Nice. Okay. That's your next step. Confidence. All right. Final guidance from the shapeshifters. All right. I love this flip the thought energy. Put yourself back together. All right, one from the shapeshifters, please. Final guidance. Oh, beautiful. I think Gemini got this. And 2 others from part 1. So check all your placements, okay? All right. The fairy bee, my life is sweet. So things have been tough for a while now. There seems to be a place where flow happens, but you can't find your way in the stream. The fairy bee is here to show you where the honey is and how to attract the pollinators, the sacred messengers who can create the connections you need. Have no doubt your life can be as sweet and sound as honey, as healthy, strong, and productive as bees, and as busy doing something you love as theirs. And at the end of time of busyness that's heading your way, the inertia and feeling of being left out of one's life's secrets will have lifted. And that could be from having those regrets too, right? You'll experience abundance and golden times when this card comes up. Gold is also the color of the sun. The sun is the color of your, and yellow and gold are also colors of your solar plexus. And solar plexus is connected with the sun. And that's all about having your inner strength and courage, right? Okay, so, all right. You may also wish to explore essential oils and flower remedies. Let the bees show you the ancient wisdom, and if you listen, they will show you where the honey is. Have a 10-minute sun bath every day. Smell the flowers, taste the honey, let the golden age begin, okay? So being out in nature, just kind of like hanging out in the sun for 10 minutes around lots of flowers probably will be extremely helpful right now for you as well, okay? And give you some confidence, kind of regroup, right? There you go. Have a good one. Bye. All right, on to the water signs. Starting with Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do you have? What's lurking in the shadows for Cancer, Spirit? Please and thank you. All right, immediately 2 came out. I'm also going to pull from the Wisdom of the House of the Night. 2 cards. Just get a head start here. Now we'll go from there. All right, okay. Let's see here. Ooh, all right. Okay, what I'm seeing here is in the shadows is maybe some uncertainty a little bit. Okay. Mummy, change, and the underworld, where all things pause and begin again, okay? So maybe there's an ending leading to something bigger and better and brighter, and it's something that is in your wish fulfillment, just based on the next 2 cards I'm seeing, all right? Mummy, change. I'm going to just read up a little bit more on that, and maybe give you a hint as to what this may be for you. Here we are. Know that change is inevitable and that no matter how hard you try, things will not be preserved exactly the same way. The card also indicates that this change will be for the better. The endings, the closed doors, the barriers, this is just a healthy pause and an indication that a change of tactics is needed. You are not cursed, so that's what you might be fearing at this time, right? You have just developed a pattern. You can take control and change it. So maybe it's the end of a negative repeating pattern of some sort. All right. The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. You are being asked to consider exactly what you have to do to transform your life into something you find easier or more authentic to you. This may involve changing course. It may involve trials and tests. Keep moving. While things may fall away and your life may appear bare for a time, this is temporary. Space is being made into which you can create the new. And perhaps the fear has been sort of thinking about evil, good, positive, negative, right? Like those polarities. When it's really just energy that you can change anytime you want, right? We don't always have to think things are cursing us. Usually that's just in our head, in our, it's just a shadow, right? That needs to be exposed. Shine light on that. And maybe that's something that you're wishing for at this time, just to completely change your whole outlook on how the core of everything is viewed, right? Next two cards that came out are 19, wishing, and 27, hope. All right? I'm getting, maybe this is your wish fulfillment, is to completely change that perception, right? Maybe there had been that shadow and now you're working on it, right? Wishing. You are at a wonderful juncture in your life where imagination and preparation can align with the web of power. Dreams do come true. Make sure your dream serves your highest purpose and does not take away from another. Be careful what you wish for. Remember the coins tossed in a wishing well. For every wish, there is a price to be paid. Are you ready to spend the time and energy that your granted wish will require? Now is the time your wish will be fulfilled. All right. So what have you been hoping for here too? Know that no matter what temporary setbacks there may be in your life now, the light will return again. When the moon is hidden in the darkest forest, it is hard to see your next step, and it's easy to give in to the fear that there will never be safety or light again. Thus maybe self-cursing, right? I am here to guide you when you have lost your way, whispering to you to maintain faith that good things will come your way once more. Take one step towards your dream, and the universe will take 2 steps towards you to help you achieve it, okay? That's like meeting more than halfway, right? Have hope, and only good will come of it. Love it. So flipping the thoughts. Love it. There's been a lot of that. Oftentimes their shadows really aren't shadows. It's us. You know what I mean? And the second we have that perception change, we realize, oh, this is easy. What are we doing? I am the light, damn it. Shadows be damned. We can work on this. No problem. All right, let's see. Final guidance from Shapeshifter Spirit. What else? You have the butterfly ferrets. I am reborn. Love it. 5, 5, 5, 5. There we are. You have changed or at a very new stage with very little experience. While the butterfly ferrets celebrate you and your transformation, they are watchful, so they send you these alert, aware young ones to keep safe your borders while you find your feet. Shake off the shock of birth, right? You're needing to pause, right? Okay. And set your new direction. You will be protected at your most vulnerable. You will not turn back. You cannot go back to the womb. You cannot go back to sleep. You cannot be as you were because you withstood the tomb of the cocoon and have resurrected in this lifetime. You are beloved, and the butterfly ferrets celebrate who you have become. Love this awakening. Keep going forward. All right, there you go, Cancer. Have a good one. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what's lurking in the shadows, or perhaps coming to light, because I've noticed we've got some transformative energy here. I love it. All right. Let's get 2 from the Halloween Oracle for Scorpio. Spirit, I'll pull from Nyx as well. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Love it. All right. This is deep. This one's going to be deep. I can tell. All right. Let's get 2 more. Let's get our 2 from Nyx. Tell me more. Tell me more. Uh-huh. Oh, Scorpio. You're really living up to your transformative state as a sign. I love this. This is next level stuff. I'm enjoying this. All right, one more. Come on. This is some master manifester stuff. I love it. All right. We'll have to check on that. There might be some fine tuning that needs to be done. Okay, so the first one that came out, I was like, all right, where are we going with this? Apple, risk and reward. Excuse me, that's going to fall. Let me fix that. All right. All about evaluating where you put your investment, your time, your energy, your resources, right? And knowing whether or not something's going to be too risky to keep going with and, switching game, right? Then we have ancestors, the love and legacy of your DNA. This is telling me like really tapping into your heritage spiritually as well as in the tangible, right? All about family, all about past lives, everything, okay? Learning all the stuff, right? All the things that you need to know all of your gifts and what you can do, right? That way you can make better decisions on what's risky or not, right? So let's move forward here. Okay. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos from ancient times to modern. So this may have something connecting to you as well. So let's see if anything resonates. Go for it. Keep moving, follow that rabbit trail. Okay. The story of the poison apple in Snow White, to the Roman goddess Pomona's magical apple tree, to the Christians' tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden, as well as to what the apple means in pagan witchcraft as far as protection, right? When you slice it in half, you got a pentacle there. All right. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it is time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want to change but aren't willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much or too often? Okay? So it's all about balancing out those options and where to go, right? But I'm also seeing here making moves that might be more deeply connected to family and your heritage and past lives, okay? That's why I'm loving how the positive direction of this is going. Because it may be big stuff. You may discover gifts you thought you never even knew you had, right? You might be taking a chance to try something out, and it turns out to be amazing, right? Should the ancestor card bring itself to your attention, know that you are ready and able to action your birthright of power. You have the support of those who came before you. There may be challenges or struggles, but you have everything you need to overcome them. You will prevail. Whether or not we know our ancestors, we are the product of those who have lived before us, DNA-wise. Externally, we may have the body type of our father, our mother's eyes, our grandmother's nose, our great-grandfather's skin tone. On the inside, it gets even more interesting. We now know that we can inherit the way our body works, blood types, genetic disorders, even propensities for aspects of brain function like introversion, musicality, and mathematics. Many pagan paths associated with Halloween believe that we are born perfectly imperfect to be exactly what we are meant to be. What does this mean? It means that the gifts of our ancestors have left us, and the unique synergy of the combination of the physical, mental, and psychic, that's double the physical, I think it's like spiritual, all right, that is created within us sets us up for perfectly to achieve our ultimate purpose. All right, from Nyx, talk about wish fulfillment, right? Or wanting something that is really beyond what you've had before, really taking it next level, right? Number 19, wishing. All right. You are at a wonderful juncture in your life where imagination and preparation can align with the web of power. Dreams do come true. Make sure your dream serves your highest purpose and does not take away from another. Be careful of what you wish for. Remember the coins tossed in a wishing well. For every wish, there is a price to be paid. Are you ready to spend the time and energy that your granted wish will require? Now you're going to probably be discovering something amazing, okay? There's nothing to fear with it. It's just next level, right? It may be a little overwhelming, so if you need to take breaks and rest, do so, okay? You might have to pace yourself with this one. Now is the time your wish will be fulfilled, okay? Then you have card number 21, Grove. And I'm really seeing that cat on the bench there. I hardly ever get this card, so it's hard to remember. I kind of want to say it's like about forgiveness or something, like maybe self-forgiveness. But I'm seeing that that cat just sitting on the bench, just resting, right? You may need to take some moments of rest, right? Preferably in nature. There's a lot of nature going on around that cat, so that you can tap into your intuition a little more and see where you're being led. All right. I, Nyx, the goddess of night, invite you to my grove to heal your wounds and mend your heart. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you have harmed, make your friendships whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. So maybe it's more just about reminding yourself to heal and forgive any past wounding. Maybe there's some, maybe the shadows are just little remembrances of things from the past, and you need to forgive and release that, right? Choosing my beautiful grove is a powerful sign that you are a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. This gift could also be attached to how people relate, right? There's a sense of diplomacy, forgiveness, healing amongst relationships. And that's what this gift could really be more about as well, okay? No one is perfect, yet imperfection is perfect as it is. Again, talking about born perfectly imperfect, right? If you are hurting, know that it will pass and that you are being watched over. If someone you love is hurting, take this time to be there for this person, okay? Maybe that's also a sign. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded, okay? So take your time through things. Final guidance from the shapeshifters, please, for Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising. All right. I forgot who got this. Was it Aquarius that got this? I don't know. Bats in the belfry. You can achieve great things. Number 7. I'm going to read about the bats in the belfry as well. Okay. These companions will teach you how to be upside down in life for a time, to fly against the mainstream views, and to find your way when you can see no way ahead at all. They will assist you in moving far beyond the cares and conditioning that told you to stay enraptured by limiting beliefs, to remain in thrall of your fear of being different. The bats and their astounding skills, sensitivity, and talents will help you accept that you must begin to live with even more courage, imagination, and boldness, even when you are misunderstood. They will show you how, in time, you will become an inspiration, because you choose to live with valor, excitement, and beauty. The bat's only question for you now is, what's next? With these friends, no fear can approach you. Through the choices you have made, you have managed to actively show that it is possible to do what others once insisted could not be done. You have clearly shown that the miracle that is your life is a result of the decisions you have made to no longer be limited by fear and conditioning. You have been so very brave. The choices before you now are expansive. Don't become too lightheaded. Consult yourself and heed the advice of others who have broken free and are flying high. Take the advice of those who have dared to achieve their dreams, not those who suggest you stay safe by never daring to dream at all. So, think of the things that people have sort of contradicted you on, all right? Maybe that's the path of your gift. You know, you're destined to do it because it's in your DNA, right? All right, there you go, Scorpio. Have a good one. Bye. All right, Pisces, sun, moon, rising. What's in the shadows, Spirit? What's lurking? What's coming to light? What needs to come to light? Let's get 2 from the Halloween Oracle, and I'll get 2 from the next deck. Wisdom of the House of the Night. All right, okay. Interesting. Immediately I'm getting that maybe there's a fear surrounding not knowing what to do. Maybe you're awakening and you're kind of like worried as to what's going to happen, but know that you're protected. And more specifically, you have ancestral backup right now. I'm feeling ancestors and spirit guides specifically. Alright, 2 from Nyx. Okay. Maybe ancestor with this next card. More specifically, a sense of family. Alright. One more. Wow, it's going to take a bit. This energy is going to drag. Alright. Okay. Alright, first card out, you have Jack-o'-lantern, protection. Next one out, you have midnight, the most magical hour of all. I'm just going to sum up Jack-o'-lantern for you. Know that you're protected and that you're capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this should Jack shine his light upon you. Boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. Okay, so your spirit guides and your ancestors more specifically. Okay, now I'm seeing it may be boundaries with family or those at home, those you live with, right? Okay. All right. Maybe you're worried about creating those boundaries because they are family, right? Midnight, the most magical hour of all. Allow yourself to relax in the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Ooh, are you going through a dark night of the soul? All right. All right. Pace yourself with it. Heal, okay? Know, too, that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light. And this isn't something to hide from. Okay? All right. Next card out, you have 41, belonging, where you feel is home. Okay? Maybe you're reevaluating whether or not things feel good to you around where you've been around. Okay? Wondering if things have your best interest, right? That's normal during this process, especially during a dark night, because you're starting to realize that your ego had covered up truth. I'm saying that with the next card. I'm just going to put it out there for you. Number 26, honesty. Okay. 41, belonging. Know that you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. When you choose this symbol, you have joined us in this community of beauty, friendship, and secrets only shared and known among the chosen ones. So you are accelerating towards your soul tribe at this point and evaluating who's going to be left behind. I'm getting that sense too. This symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. Okay, so you are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. And 26 will help you kind of isolate and identify the truths of that, right? Self-truth. You have chosen the symbol of clarity and true communication. Now is the time to be absolutely honest with yourself about what you want, what you're thinking about, what your motives and real feelings are. Honesty is the way we truly step into our power. When you choose honesty above all else, you'll be sent courage to do what's right. This is also a time to demand honesty and integrity from others. You have a right to get clear messages. There is greatest freedom and power in telling the truth. And if you can't get that from somebody, move on. It means they're not being honest with themselves enough to give you an honest answer, right? And it's only a matter of time when they do, when they may wake up and figure that out for themselves too. All right? So don't sweat it. In time. If it's meant for you, it will always be there for you when it's ready for you. Okay? Let's get some final guidance. All right. You do have ancestors and spirit guides guiding over you, trying to send you signs and synchronicities so that you can know which you open up your path, okay? But be patient with yourself during this time, okay? Practice gratitude, forgiveness, releasing, clearing out what no longer serves you, okay? And you will definitely need to follow your other placements. There's much more going on, okay? And I would actually do that with every general upcoming from here on out, okay? And any of the messages that come through too, because there's guidance at the end of those as well. And all the oracle pulls. Especially any you feel extremely intuitively guided do, okay? All right, final guidance for the Shapeshifters Oracle, please. Ooh, love it. Pose brave flight. You will not let fear stop you this time. All right. Again with a 26. 26 may be significant to you. Maybe have we reached the 26th? Maybe you'll see this on the 26th and something profound will happen. Or maybe something about February 6th. Okay. What's happening February 6th? The post-shadow side of the 2-2 portal? Maybe there's something significant there. Okay. '26, pose brave flight. I'm going to get there, I swear. I'm going to read the whole thing to you, since this could be layered in different situations here, okay? Most of us are encouraged to stay safe, to avoid what may hurt us, and thus we shrink day by day. Many religions and cultures have supported this notion of staying safe above all other enterprises for over 2,000 years. They have encouraged us to feel separated from a place of beauty and peace called heaven, suggesting again and again that we have been punished because we are here on earth. Many mainstream religions have discouraged us from seeking our own personal connection with the divine, told us that our bodies are sinful, that nature is to be dominated, and that our natural desires are somehow wrong. We fear pain and feel guilt when we experience suffering. We must have created it. But the truth is that simply by being alive, you will be challenged. Because that's like how you learn, right? Earth is a classroom. We are souls having a human experience. The truth is, you have chosen to come here, to evolve. And your best opportunities for learning and being taught great lessons lie in the moments others call painful. Whatever frightens you now is exactly that which you must do. All right? The truth is, as Poe is demonstrating, the humblest creatures, even the pigeons, can fly high and far and have much to teach and show us. By taking that chance, by doing something outside what we consider to be safe, we will learn and be blessed with the experience of divinity on this planet. And I immediately thought of that tunnel that the ego death feels like, right? The darkest night feels like you're walking down a tunnel and you kind of want to give up and turn back around. Don't. The light at the end of the tunnel is important. It may seem scary. It may seem like you're going to step on cranks and trip and hurt yourself, or walk through cobwebs and spiders are going to bite you and rats are going to bite you and whatever else fears are sitting there in that tunnel. But guess what? You keep going through those shadows. Persevere. I'll give you a little spoiler alert. When you get to the end, the tunnel may feel like it's 10,000 miles long and dark, dank, and nasty. You get to the light, you realize that you were the light all along. You turn back around, the tunnel's only like 10 feet and it's a bouncy house. Then you turn around and you have this vast, expansive world to explore. It's awesome. All right. That's the best way to describe an ego death. Get to the next stage. It's one of many. Humans are preoccupied with what is fair and easy. That sounds scary, they say. I don't know if I can do that, they murmur, looking longingly at places and adventures they wish to have, yet which they insist on cheating themselves out of. You see, the new and exciting frightens you, and you're obsessed with avoiding fear. You want there to be no difficulty at all. You are consumed with avoiding pain. You will do anything to avoid uncertainty. And in the rush for all this security and comfort, ease and lack of challenge, you are forgetting how to be fully alive. You are beginning to live as though challenge and change are some kind of curse. An ego death is really a death of the ego. The ego is what creates the illusion of fear. We are more than our ego and our body and our vessel. Much more to be discovered, and it's exciting and it feels amazing. All right. You are beginning to live. Okay, we just read that. So too have been all your heroes, all the great ones, but they would not let their fear rule them or corrupt their dream. They were frightened of heights, but they flew anyway. Maybe you're fear of heights? Today, climb on the back of one who can take you higher, who has offered you assistance, and take the chance. Trust and fly. You will not fall with this trusted friend, and in taking this chance, your fears will transform into exhilaration, excitement, and sheer life force. And this friend could very well be your spirit team, okay? Looking at that midnight and the jack-o'-lantern there. You're going to be offered a chance to do something out of your normal reality. And instead of thinking it through again and again, because, thinking is for the ego, right? Okay. And analyzing its risks until you're immobilized, Poe's Brave Flight asks you to take the suggestion of another and fly high. And that could very well be your intuition and discernment, okay? Following your soul's path. There will be a message that comes to you via text or email, and it will be up to you whether you respond. And maybe that might be a sign or synchronicity, okay? Or whether you ignore the call. This could also be a reflection of any that you have received in the past that you have ignored. Maybe it's time to go back over and take that opportunity again, see if it's still there, right? You never know until you try. This could be a trip where air travel is involved. Interesting. You might have to go somewhere outside of where you're massively outside your comfort zone and where home is, right? That belonging, you might have to move completely away from where you're at, even if it's for a short period of time, okay? Or an experience where you will have to take some chances and be uncertain of what will happen. You must allow uncertainty to enter your life because your life is being slowly killed by all the safety. Take the chance, travel, explore, and overcome a fear of flying. All will be worth it, for you will discover something wonderful about yourself in return. You are brave and capable of greater things. I immediately thought of astral travel too. That's like flying through realms, right? Okay. Hopefully that helps. There you go, Pisces. Have a good one.